you know, where she's like, I found somebody new, and he's saying he sure ain't no rodeo man. And so right there, he has a decision. He can either argue and beg and all this other stuff, or he can leave that phone dangling off the hook, give it one last look, and just walk away. And that, my friend, takes what we in the war room call an iron mind. At that point in the relationship, if that boundary is crossed, you can non-emotionally say what you have to say, and you say, listen, it's either going to be this way or it's not. And a woman is either going to have to respect you or lose respect for you. And that respect is going to be held within whether you can hold your ground or not. I've done it, and I've lived through the pain of it. And you just have to ask yourself, whose will is stronger, me or this 100-pound woman who is naturally, genetically more emotional than me? Am I going to let her beat me at a game of will and strength of the mind when I know that she's naturally more emotional than me? And understand that if you start contacting her, or blowing her phone up, or watching her stories, or phoning her mom, and doing all of these things that are emotional actions, she's naturally going to be less attracted to you. And you're going to push her further and further and further and further away until she lands on something you don't want her to land on. And that's the dude down the street, right? You have to know that it's going to take an iron will and mind to be able to do this, because there's no pain greater than heartbreak. But you're not doing yourself a service by begging a woman to come back or catering to her breaking the rules of your frame, because she's not going to respect you if you can't be strong enough to have her be inside your frame. Any man that wants to garner respect for a woman, particularly in a breakup, needs to be able to leave the phone dangling off the hook.
Just walk away.
Yeah. Catch that rodeo cowboy. Because guess what? In a few years, when you win the rodeo, the phone's going to ring again. Then it's up to you what to do. I don't even act like a hard ass. I'm really going to miss you. I'm really going to miss you. Take care. It's just like, wait, what? That's it? Cold. But as a man, you need to be able to walk away. You need to be able to keep your respect for yourself. And you need to go work on you, because begging a woman back or catering and negotiating will never work. It is just simply a shit test that you will lose in.
I am so confident that all the decisions I make are correct, that I don't experience heartbreak. And this sounds arrogant. I feel like when you're looking at a chessboard, sometimes you have to sacrifice pieces to continue your position going well. And I look at where I am today and I'm thinking, yeah, good. Everyone who I've ever lost is worse off without me. And that's how I genuinely feel.
I think a lot of men should just embrace it. Like, it's a part of life, and it just makes you tougher. There was one really hard breakup when I was 26, and I was pretty messed up for like a month or two, but I had so much pride that I knew the relationship had to come to an end. And as much as I didn't want to, I was like, it's done. Because she told me she'd been speaking to another guy. And I was like, okay, well, that's it. That's
you could do,
yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. You can't ever be that little bitch who goes back after that.
I was thinking about her a lot. There were so many times I wanted to message her, or even just like, oh, let's just give it another shot. But I was like, no, I refuse to do that because I'm too proud. Just overcoming that turned me into a bit of a savage, really. Like, I was just cold after that. Like, I was ruthless. Every single one of them has messaged me.
I know. At some point, they all message you, or you catch them watching.
And that one in particular, she did not stop messaging me because she knew she fucked up.